Okay, now let's look at question 9. Now question 9 is quite difficult, okay, because you need to make sense of paragraph 3. Okay, you need to understand fully before you can choose the words, and the words are not so simple for you, okay, for some of you, of course. Yeah, so let's check the answers right away. So if you have a question to ask me, this one is relatively simpler, organized, okay. Okay, now as you can see, now I would like you bring an important message here. Write the correct words in the space provided. In the exam, I'm talking about school exam. These words, you need to change the form. We are not going to give you the exact, for example, this one. This one, buried, buried. Okay, now we may ask you to change the form of the words in our school exam. So this one is actually made simpler already. Alright, so let's move on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to click this. Yeah. Number 10. Let's continue. Why did the narrator's brother say that Tiger had died too young? Because he had only been with them for how many years? Yes, for 4 years. So it's kind of short. 11. True, not given, false. 12. Find a word in paragraph 5 that means causing one to be emotional, touching, the sad tune. Okay? 13. Five members in narrator's family. 14. Heartbroken. Alright? It's quite simple. Let's carry on. 15. B, D, E, C, A. Alright? Now vocabulary, now it's getting a little bit more difficult. Now because some of the vocabulary, of course, some of the vocabulary items here I have already covered, okay, in the previous video. But for some others, you may find it quite challenging as well. Alright? Everyone. Now you need to change the form. Alright? Now this one, let me make a remark here. Make sure your answers are grammatically correct. So that is what I reminded you. For example, this one. Okay, scream is the verb that you choose from here. But then you need to put ed because it is past tense. Okay? Number 2, escape, because after managed to, no need for tense changes. Lisa did not witness the accident. Did not, because the past tense is with did not already, so we don't need to have past change for this witness. Alright? Number 4. It was too long and dragged along the floor. Past tense again. Number 5. When my hamster died, we buried. Again, it is past tense. Number 6. The earth means soil, right? Fertile means rich in nutrition. A lot of nutrition there. Number 7. Stray. Number 8. Arranged. Okay, again, arranged means, okay, why do we need to use ed here? Because it's past. Alright? Number 9 is clearly an adjective. Treasured, meaning cherished, valued. Last but not least, we have that gather. Okay? So this is the vocabulary part. And let's look at the most difficult part, I would say. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, now I let you write down the answer if you have got some items wrong. Okay, I let you write down the answers for a minute first. Okay, and after that minute, okay, we're going to go through the words together. Okay, so first one, agony. Agony means sadness. Okay, particularly when you feel annoyed. Okay, you have the feeling of agony. Okay, now especially when you have what we call. Let's write down some words to remind yourself here. When you have suffering of some pain. Okay, now I try to keep it simple so that you can remember easily the words. Okay, the second one, anguish. We have this one. Is also some kind of pain or torment. Physical or mental pain. Okay, so it is quite similar, I would say, to the first one, agony. Okay, the third one, distress. Um, it may be a little bit not on the pain side. Okay, it's more about anxiety or a kind of suffering, mental suffering. Now, for this word, it's more about the mental side. But for agony anguish, it can be physical pain. Okay? Heartbreak. You know heartbreak, okay? A particular feeling when you feeling when you are feeling heartbroken. Okay? Misery. Misery means grief, anguish. All right. It is a kind of also let's write down suffering. Okay. And for the word torment, it means again some kind of physical or mental suffering. So as you can see, actually those words are quite closely related. All right. So when you use them, when you try to use them, you try to check the dictionary first to see if that fits your content. Okay. All right. Let's move on to comfort. Compassion. Compassion means um, you feel for that person because that person is going through some difficult situations. Okay, compassion. And the next one we have condolence. Okay, is kind of sympathy as well, because you have experienced something similar. Condolence. Okay, consolation means soothing a person or try to comfort a person. Reassurance. Reassurance means you try to let that person know everything will be okay and feel relieved. All right. Solace. Solace means you have kind of comfort in particular situations like in sorrow, in sadness, sympathy. That means you feel for somebody. You really can relate to yourself to that person's feeling. Okay, again, they are quite closely related. So next time when you try to use them, you try to check the dictionary first. All right, but I think at this stage, S1, you learn all these. The meaning is good enough. Okay, so next